So it all started around June 22. Just finished my brother's wedding, went down to the Cotswolds for the weekend and woke up to a barrage of messages because I had no signal. I knew something weren't quite right when I noticed police on my phone and messages from Uncle. So I picked up the phone, rang my uncle, who I hadn't spoken to for years, and just found out that my dad had died in a car crash that night. And then it hit me like a ton of bricks. Didn't really know how to take the news. It just felt like the floodgates of the past opened up. Everything that I hadn't covered off with my dad just all came to the forefront of my mind. All the years of neglect, all the years of abuse, all the years of not knowing where he is or what he's doing. Just everything just come rushing back. But I didn't process anything. And after months of seeking help, speaking to my GP, talking to doctors, nothing really worked. And I just felt like I'm not destined to get through this. I convinced myself the only way to stop this would be just to end my life. And it would be an easy win for everyone around me. On December 19th, I decided to take that route. And I was convinced that it would work. I spent Christmas in hospital, and it was heart-wrenching to do FaceTime with my family, and to try and keep it together and to try and remain positive when inside I was dying. I started to go back to work around Feb 23. I bumped into an old friend of mine who I hadn't seen for 12 years. I saw him walking through my business and we ended up having a bit of a chat. Took him in my office and got him a coffee. And we started having a conversation around everything that's gone on the past 18 months. He encouraged me to come with him to church on Sunday. I'd had zero intention when I said yes that I would actually go. I just wanted him to stop asking me, so I said yes. On the Sunday I woke up, I looked at my phone, saw a message from him saying he can't make it. I remember lying in bed going, no, I need to go. Something's telling me I should go. I managed to get through the door. And as I walked in, my two children, they were 5 at the time, they just started screaming and crying. So my wife said, let's just leave this and do it another day. So I said, well, just give me a minute, I'll meet you in the car. So she had to go back to the car. And I just sat on the back row. I just plunked myself in the back seat. I had no idea, I've never been in church in my life, what was about to go on, but it wasn't what I expected to go on. And as the worship started, I just remembered the most overwhelming sense of peace, which I didn't realise until that point that I'd been missing for 20 odd years of my life. So I felt so calm. I felt so embraced, but every word seemed to hit me as they were on the screen. It's like they're being sung directly to me. I was bawling my eyes out. So during that service, the pastor did the salvation prayer. I don't know how, but my hand just shot up. If I could have jumped, I would have jumped. Because I genuinely felt saved. It just felt like an utter silence in my head. It felt all the noise, all the chatter, all the negativity was left in the building. And I've never looked back since. I think about how life's changed since that point. My wife will be first to say she's having to get to know a whole new person. I feel like I got given my life back on that day. I've walked away with a renewed purpose in life, a renewed look on who I am, who I can be. I was watching videos of people getting baptised at Gas Street, just looking so happy. I felt like after everything I'd just been through and everything I've just encountered, there was a calling for me to let the past die in that water. We got to the day, and just as I went in the water, it felt like time was about to start again. As I come out the other side of that water, it felt like everything had stopped. All the pain, all the trauma, all the memories just got left in that water. It looked like I was being reborn again. So when I look back over the past year, I've noticed to walk side by side with Jesus, in whether it's personal or work, opens up a whole different mindset. I kind of put my trust in the fact that, he only wants the best for me. So whatever this outcome will be is what he wants for me. So to have that comfort, to have that peace, it's undescribable. What I always thought did make me have purpose or make me successful was what job I had, what holiday I went on, what car I drove, what house I lived in, what clothes I wore. Never really filled a hole, but it definitely felt like that's what I was chasing all my life. My purpose now is to serve others, is to commit to God. People then ask me at work why I'm so open like this, and why do I talk about it so much? And I can't help but just always say the same thing to people. If this is how it feels to be loved, truly loved, why wouldn't you tell me? Yeah, my life has been changed forever. And even in my darkest days, I now understand that I wasn't on my own. I was just lost.